Good afternoon, Recon.
Good afternoon.
Is everyone in here? Excellent. All right, let's get this started. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Rubies of all ages, welcome to the 10th anniversary of RubyConf, and welcome to the 2nd anniversary of the So You Think You Can Code panel. Let me start off by introducing the panelists to you. We will start with the inimitable Evan Phoenix.
Dr. Corey, approve memos, lead a workshop, remember birthdays, correct workflow, my own bathroom, micromanage, home synergy.
I do a lot of promote synergy. What do you do? I promote synergy every day.
And how do you do it?
Synergistically.
I optimize your disparate verticals.
Can we keep this going, please, guys?
Oh, sorry. That's you.
Shut up. Second, and possibly least,
I'll punch you in my jeans, I'll punch you in the jeans. This is not a case of man-burst machines.
You think that you're safe, thought you got away clean.
I'll roll up on you smooth and punch you in the jeans.
Six match, gun throw, I hate none. Rocky is light.
I think that's the song Ben listens to during his commute.
That's how I get my rage on.
third, we have I really wish you could see that picture right now. Let me describe it for you. John is in a bubble bath.
You and I are going to have words after this.
And then there's going to be a bubble bath.
Please don't ask me how I got that picture.
What he failed to include in the picture with all the rose petals.
Ask Aaron how he knows that.
I thought you cared more about our anniversary than to air all that sort of laundry about RubyConf. That hurts.
All right. Fourth-ish, we have Yosef Mendelssohn.
We on the ground. Oh, you must think I'm a joke. I ain't gonna be part of this system.
You know what you have to do now.
There's some nipples.
I regret that.
And last, and certainly not least, Mr. Aaron Patterson.
A song comes on that reminds me of you and pages in my text tape. My alarm goes off with shiz in my pants. Open the window and a breeze rolls in and shiz in my pants.
This picture is never going to leave the internet.
No, it's not.
You know what they say about putting pictures on the internet?
No.
No.
Let's just move right along.
I would actually like to talk about that picture.
No, that's fine. You heard the song again too?
No.
A song comes on that reminds me of you and pages in my text tape. My alarm goes off with
That should remind our moderator that you don't
Open the window and a breeze rolls in shiz in.
Okay. I'd like to just warn you all that this panel is for entertainment purposes only. If you happen to learn anything, it won't have been our fault. This is an audience participation panel. I invite you all to tweet any of your questions you have to our Twitter account, and please heckle.
There's something wrong with my glass.
My glass is broken.
My glass is broken.
Oh, we forgot the whiskey. Does anyone have a bottle of whiskey? I do. Yes.
Brian, thank you very much.
God, it was like that was planned. A whole bottle?
That's good, because my glass is broken.
Did you accidentally a whole
Does anyone want to serve as butler for us?
I feel like this job should have been accompanied with the Benny Hill music on the way there.
Wow. Delightful.
All right, are we pouring our stuff?
Thank you.
That is actually a whole bottle, isn't there?
Brian, I believe you should have
Right. Well, I guess
right here.
not broken anymore.
Thank you, sir.
In fact, you can make Tamara move. That's good.
All right.
Oh, God.
Some of us need training wheels. Yosef. Evan. Me.
I like
You have
your
a koozie on your
koozie.
roster.
Yeah, that's very nice. You have a whiskey cozy?
Yeah, because I'm classy. I know how to do this.
Oh, cheers, guys.
To whiskey.
To whiskey. And yeah, okay.
And also to the panel. Let's
Yeah,
move on.
yeah.
Anyway,
So I mentioned that already, but I'll mention again. Please put your questions. We'll also have Q&A at the end if you can line up behind the camera here. We'll be a mic out there, you can ask us questions. And then we'll make fun of you. So let's get started here. Well, also, if you ask really good questions, you might get some
So smooth.
Can we, children, can we start now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
once again, you're in charge.
Yeah.
Beautiful me. We've got a few topics here, but we're probably not going to use many of them. I'll start with CoffeeScript in Rails 3 as well.
I don't even know what that is.
What is a CoffeeScript?
Tell me about how awesome the new CoffeeScript line in the bundler gem file is.
Like on a scale of 1 to
1 to awesome. 1 to awesome would be good.
Abraham Lincoln.
Have you guys programmed in CoffeeScript before?
I honestly don't even know what CoffeeScript is. But I don't.
It's like
Oh, is it that Java?
meditation.
Is that Java thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, CoffeeScript is awesome. Screw you guys. I love it.
I don't write very much JavaScript, and so I like it.
Is there a T script? I think we should get that.
Oh, I get it. Like T-A.
Yeah.
Okay.
I usually take my CoffeeScript with milk and sugar because I'm always.
Are there milk and sugar gems yet that we can
Oh, you
mix
know that.
into coffee?
Somebody's written one,
To
right?
make it not taste so
If not,
bitter.
someone should do it now.
Or later tonight, someone like me.
I think it'd be good.
I feel like this topic's dead.
You guys are bored.
Move on.
Dance!
Rails has a method called delegate, but standard library already has a module called forwardable. Discuss.
How many people know about forwardable in standard library? Wow.
Way more people than I thought.
So how the hell is it in Rails?
How many people you actually use it?
I use the temp file.
That doesn't count.
How many people besides Eric Hodel have used it? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I know why people don't use forwardable. It's because you have to extend, and no one likes extending. It's always including. Always. Always including.
We could talk about over-including too.
No, I like forwardable and I use it, but I think that the API is not very.
I think the API makes it seem more complex than it is. It's difficult to understand how the module works just looking at the API. And the basic concept is really simple. But
Yeah, but calling def delegator to create your delegate?
whoa. Right.
Which part is one about that?
How about delegate or forward or a nice English word that already exists to describe.
That's why I prefer the Rails one. The thing is, like they provide exactly the same.
Yeah, for the
So let's go. What are the differences here? The def underscore at the beginning, is that basically it?
No, so basically what it is when you use forwardable, you say def delegate,
Yeah.
and then you do like what it is that you're forwarding to. But
Yeah,
you have to do it
variable.
as a symbol, so it's like colon at blah blah blah, and then it gets forwarded on. And the Rails one, what it looks like is it says delegate, and then you give it a list of symbols, which are the method names, and then you say colon, at the end you say :2, arrow, and then you give it.
It seems like the most trivial of differences.
Yeah, well, no, I totally agree with you.
Like, delegate in Rails doesn't use forwardable under the covers, right?
No.
Right, it can because you can actually delegate to a method that's like lazily loaded or something like that, which is a huge upside to the Rails implementation.
Oh, all right. That's again, I don't use Rails.
So maybe delegate should be put make forwardable 2.0.
Yeah, let's check this.
Absolutely. No, I think delegate should be moved into
Note to
forwardable.
self.
I'm all about fixing the API at forwardable because it's gross.
Who on this panel is actually using Rails on a daily basis other than Aaron?
I read it a lot.
Oh, I don't use it.
Who uses delegate in Rails? How about that?
Yes, there we go.
I actually wrote a wrapper, Jeff, plugin for delegate. I call it Schmemeter because it's all about just screwing Demeter violations. Shoot it around. You can find that on the GitHub.
All right, let's move on.
All right. Next up.
That seems too informative.
Oh, sorry, you might learn something there.
Forget that.
There's a pattern in Rails plugins where you have a module called class methods, and then when you include another module, you secretly extend the module called class methods. that good? Or
No.
This is more like people are allergic to extend.
No, this is like people are allergic to saying self dot when they're defining a freaking method. It drives me crazy.
Well, but
Well, you can't include it.
when you include, okay, this is sort of a bug in the way that the magic of the meta object protocol. If you include a module, the meta class for the included module doesn't go into this, that, the other thing. So
You're teaching people.
I'm gonna stick with what I said before, which is it. Just write self dot and I guess duplicate the class methods across. In the spirit of not teaching people anything good.
well, okay.
Can't you just use extend?
Extend? Yeah, I might accidentally say something reasonable here, but there is a place for this, and the thing is that it got overblown, right? So that if let's say I've got, all right. I have seen people do this where the instance methods parts of the included thing is empty, and all it exists is to have an included thing to extend class. So that's just basically, it's been completely cargo culted at that point.
No, but why don't you sometimes note it included and sometimes note it
No, okay, so
why?
the case where it's useful is where you have both some instance methods and some class methods.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you have both of them, then the include serves both purposes.
So what about the name class methods?
Hold on a second, I think we have a question in the front row here.
Yes, I was told that if I ask a good question, then I can ask a whiskey.
Yes, you can.
That was not a good question. No whiskey for you, sir.
Unfortunately, now you're down a whiskey point. So now you gotta get 2 whiskey points to get above 0.
And that was your only question. You said it with a questioning
Okay.
tone.
Cameron, go ahead.
Proceed.
The question was actually just, can I have some whiskey?
So for those of you in the back, this question was, can I have some whiskey? And the answer is yes, I can.
Also, there's a new rule. Every time Evan tries to teach you something, you drink.
So
I think every time Evan tries to do something, we make him drink.
Yeah, oh no. Then
you mentioned something about meta object pattern
Protocol.
protocol. What is that?
Protocol.
Method object protocol.
It's something that people that think they know Lisp say to make themselves sound smarter.
Okay.
When you write protocol down, it looks like broccoli.
It doesn't look like broccoli, you're right. It doesn't look like broccoli. Broccoli. So, no, it's am I gonna have to drink if I explain to you though?
No, let me tell you my favorite module that I've ever seen is, so whenever you see those module class methods, once in a while I'll see right below it module instance methods, and then I just
That's the only thing
hurt
that makes me
myself
angry.
face palming. Just
Absolutely.
you ever poked your eyes while face palming? This is a serious problem.
Yeah, it is a problem.
Don't face palm yourself while you're folding.
I mean, it's face palm, not face finger.
That's a whole different
You might
story.
not doing it wrong. Let's move on.
Let's move on.
I think we catch this one.
Yeah.
All right.
Alias method chain and Rails.
This is the best thing ever.
What is this?
I have no experience and therefore no opinion.
Why do I even...
Alias method chain. Tell me about it, John. Who uses it?
No.
Nobody. I think it's kind of dead
Does
now.
anyone ever use alias method chain?
It's pretty dead now. Wow.
We killed it.
Can both of you please describe alias method chain?
I'll tell you what it does. It aliases a method
In
in a chain.
In a chain like that.
It's like wrap method inside of another method, right?
In a chain like fashion.
Did I teach anything?
That counts as you definitely did not teach anything there.
So do people just not use this anymore?
It sounds like it's dead. Sounds dead.
Well done, everyone.
Yeah. It's
I feel like this talk was supposed to be given at RailsConf 2007 all of a sudden. Can we just move on?
I should have worn my hammer pants.
This is specifically for Evan.
Fuck.
This is good.
Who here has named a class base?
Space controller check.
Fuck you people. Let me ask you something. Did it include methods like location of barracks?
Yes.
And number of soldiers on patrol? Okay, then this man gets some whiskey. Get him some whiskey.
What would you prefer to base?
Just the name. Just the name. Like, okay, so active record is clearly the common one here.
So what if
Just
you
name
have-
it active record. Just let people.
No. It shouldn't be. No. You should.
Or model.
Yes.
How about the name
That's
model?
what it should be, is model. Active record model.
Yeah, so it should be, it's
What do you do with active model?
Does that mean we would have active model?
Yes, of course.
Wait, actually, no, hold on a second.
No, that was ranting, not teaching.
This makes sense, and you have changed my opinion. Which one of us drinks?
Yeah.
Wait, I'll drink. Tonight, the important thing is that we could have America's Next Top Model.
Have you had America's next top model?
Next Top Model.
You should have one.
Do I have to drink when I tell bad jokes?
Yes.
We're verging dangerously close to like Java naming territory here. So
We're going to move on.
Model.
Factory method. Factory.
Factory method.
So anyway, stop naming things base, unless they're military bases.
Abstract base. Or baseball.
Baseball.
You know, baseball's okay.
Baseball would be good, yeah.
Okay. That's a kind of a joke. You know, I think you'd be
I don't
alright.
get it.
Basketball, you drink.
Evan, I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's R-Doc, there's Yardoc, there's Tom-Doc, there's Rocco, there are other things. What do you guys actually use?
Yard.
just, document your shit.
Yeah, I'd be happy if it's like
No, you read the code, and that's how you find out how it works.
Exactly. Actually, I'm going to hijack this topic. I'm going to hijack this topic, and I'm going to split it off into a new topic. Which is worse? No documentation, or documentation that hasn't been edited since the implementation has been edited?
The latter.
Definitely number 2.
Yeah.
Right. So I think, I don't know. If you're going to write documentation, you gotta stick with it.
The only thing that bothers me is the documentation systems that aren't at least making an effort to be compatible with RDocs. So when I install a gem and I try and gem RDoc so I can look at it in gem server, the docs don't work.
Right.
And I don't think, RDoc used to be like that a couple of years ago, but I think it's a lot better now.
Ben, here's the thing. Raise your hand if you use a local gem server to look at RDoc.
Wow, a lot of people.
Yeah, that's more than I expected, actually.
Yeah, actually, wait, okay, let's flip this. How many people know that you can run a local gem server? That's good. Wow, I love this crowd.
How many people knew that before John just said it? Okay, all right.
Wow. You guys fucking with me?
How many people know what a gem is?
How many people have hands? Hands up if you have hands. Try to get a baseline here.
How many people want whiskey?
Wow. Better come up with some good questions then.
Yeah, work on those questions.
Dude, we're dying up here on this stuff.
Module function and extend self. Are they good? Are they bad? Which one do you use if you need that functionality?
I feel like people have sort of, extend self has kind of dropped out. I don't see it very often. Anybody?
Extend self is also known as the Wance draft maneuver.
What is it? What is
That's
extend
like a
self?
sexual thing.
What do you do?
Does that mean, do you do that to a model?
Do you do that in self not including? You just say extend self?
No,
you do
I'm
module
actually
and start
afraid
with
to say something.
Ben, it's not a way to stop typing self-dot, basically.
So inside your class, so inside your class methods module, you do extend self. Is that what you do?
So what it is you have a module that you want all of the methods in it to also be available as module function, so you do module foo extend self.
I just learned something. Drink.
Sorry.
I didn't learn anything. I have no idea what he said. I still haven't.
So module function allows you to specify an entire list of functions or a single function as a function memory, and it makes them available in the self-level scope of the module.
This is one of those things in Ruby that's kind of like an appendix, where it's there, it'll always be there, and we're not sure why. So I don't think it's ever going to go away, and I don't think very many people are using it.
Fair enough.
Let's move on to something else.
What is
Wait, we got questions.
We have
We want to
questions.
give these guys, give them a chance.
All right, question over here.
All right, so we're talking about include and extend and class methods. The question is, what does women's extends do?
Women's
What?
extends.
You do not get whiskey.
That sounds
Oh! You're talking about penis enlargement pills for women.
I award you no points, and I want you to walk out of this room with your head held low.
Let's skip it. I think, was there another question in the back? Ryan, look like
If
that.
it's about women's
Look like
extends,
a
I will
Ryan.
punch you in the face.
Jeans, you will punch them in the jeans.
I can tell you about
Face cheese.
I can tell you about Spanx for men.
I'm sure you can.
Because you're also a client.
Yes, I am.
Moving right along.
Yeah. Alias is a thing, and alias method is also a thing. Discuss.
It's in your appendix.
Which alias is, right? The keyword alias.
Right.
Yes.
So the reason I love alias over alias method is because you don't have to type a comma.
I love that.
Okay, so here's this is the place where I depart
Evan's
from.
going to teach us something. Everyone shut up.
Shut up. This is the place where I depart from the rest of Seattle. I like teaching I like typing commas, and I think alias method is so much more.
What do you teach them?
Whoa. How do you feel about parentheses?
Oh,
I
Parentheses,
How about this? How many people can have a really hard time remembering what the order is of the arguments? I can never fucking remember.
Alias, I can never remember, even though I know
It's the
opposite.
same thing as alias method.
No, it's the other way around.
Terrible.
Takes like Oh, see, I don't even fucking know.
So
See, I
I
can't
know
even keep it straight.
I know the order for alias method, and I know that the order for alias is the other way around, but when I try to use alias, I have to look it up every time.
So how
It
many?
doesn't make any sense.
Also, you don't need to use my other favorite thing about using alias is you don't have to use a colon. That's 2 more freaking characters.
All right, so I'm
No
gonna
colon,
This is
no comma.
1980, and we
Why don't we just stop giving things 2 names?
Yes. The voice of reason, Mr. John Barnette.
Sorry.
Sometimes you have to do backwards compatibility, bro.
Dude, I used to work on Ruby gems.
I would just like to point out something that Dr. Nick Williams over here said. TextMate snippet. 2 things I have to say about that. One is when you're using some sort of editor, bullshit, to take away the pain of stuff in your language.
Java.
Yes, then you're basically doing Java. Even if it's a nice language like Ruby. 2 is people still use TextMate?
Yeah, I know, right?
What's that? I heard TextMate 2 might be coming out.
You mean TextMate forever? I can't really use that joke.
Holy shit, that was good. That was good. I like that.
I've been saving that for years.
But get this. Duke Nukem Forever was terrible. I just like to point out.
Thanks for that.
Next topic.
Yeah, let's
Alias
do it.
method versus the show alias.
What?
Oh, alias the show.
Yeah, alias the show.
Absolutely. No
Oh yeah, no question.
No question. Do you know how many wigs there were in alias the show? How many wigs there are in alias method? I rest my case.
Let's talk about everything.
Next actual topic. Continuations and false CC.
Can we get back to this one?
What?
Can we get back to this one?
Wait, Jim. Oh, I should have did that.
Peace drinks. Tim, peace drinks.
Yeah.
You drink for that.
Continuation. Wow.
That's good.
Slow clap, everyone. Slow clap. Okay.
I don't get it.
I feel like we just set him up. Now we should just skip it. Should we just skip it from here on out? Yeah, let's go on. It's just a pure setup.
Private and protected. Do you use either of them? Do you use both of them? When do you use them?
You almost never need them,
No one
and
ever
most of the
uses
time you're
them.
using it wrong.
You don't ever need them. I choose to use private sometimes so that you can see when you're reading through the code when the private API starts. The stuff that you're not.
I
meant
love
to
using
use
the
outside
So
the
wait,
box.
like I was talking about earlier, where you let the code document itself?
Yeah.
Kind of.
I guess, yeah.
Well,
I mean, I don't.
You put an underscore on the name to say that it's private then?
I mean, the thing is, I still document it, and I don't
Three
read those
underscores.
words.
How pearl of
One
you.
at the back.
I prefix all mine with capital secret. No one looks that far down.
I actually prefix with the word underscore. It all.
I take advantage of the fact that you can define methods with define method that have like, you know,
Spaces?
and single quotes and shit. So nobody's gonna call that unless they use send.
Yeah, you guys all know that in Ruby the 0-length string is a valid method name, right?
Have any of you actually used protected?
I did not know that.
You're welcome.
Did you also know that
I use
the white
protected on
space
class
from-
methods all the time.
Really?
It's my favorite thing to do.
Hey, Aaron Patterson's talking right now.
What the hell?
He's kind of famous, so if you could shut up, that'd be great.
He asked me a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Enlighten us.
Oh, thank you. A UT UTF-8 space is also valid.
Is null?
Boys.
I don't know. You should ask Evan.
I mean, I can look if you want.
No, I don't.
No one
All
wants
right.
to look.
I'm sorry. Continue. The moment is ruined.
But nobody uses protected. I don't know anyone.
What is it? I mean, honestly, what does it do in Ruby?
Okay, you want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, why don't you tell me?
All right,
what it does in Ruby?
Everybody get ready.
Teach.
Okay, so when you call a method, the method, the module that the method is located in has to be kind of, no, okay.
I got
I'd like to
this.
point out, in case there's anyone in this room who doesn't know, Evan has implemented Ruby.
Okay, the receiver has to be kind of the location of the method. That's what protected does.
That's actually kind of cool, but I don't know why I would ever use it.
Right, that's what
It
I mean.
sounds neat.
It sounds like, oh, this is some cool shit right here. No one uses it.
No, it's a sort of a harkening back to the days of C++ and Friends.
Actually, no.
Yeah,
that makes. I mean, that's basically
Yeah,
what
friends,
protected
yes.
does in other languages,
I
right?
don't think you
Yeah,
can
but
write
it
C++
doesn't-
and have
Right.
Friends.
I mean, that's what it does. That's what sort of protected does in C++ effectively.
Okay.
Right. So a subclass can access the
Mr. Davis?
data members and shit.
So earlier you said you like using self-dot on front of your methods, but then you just said you like using private, where you can't use a receiver at all.
I don't write private class methods.
No, you can't use a receiver for private methods, period.
At all.
I think he was talking about def self-dot.
Yeah, not calling self.
No, sorry. I meant def self dot instead of doing, yeah.
That's not said that way.
So
Yeah,
sit your
sorry.
belligerent ass down.
You are correct, sir.
Was that a good enough question for Whiskey? I don't know.
Was that a question or a statement?
Ryan, come up and get your whiskey.
Yeah.
Moving on.
So I like using private, but my main use case for private is when I'm refactoring things. So let's say I have a giant, like I have a giant method and I need to refactor that into smaller methods. Then I break out the private, and pull those things down underneath private.
No, that's cool. That makes sense.
We have almost gone this.
No,
We have almost gone this entire time
All right.
without saying,
I'm sorry.
without making reference to a person's private parts. I think we should drink for that. We almost did it. Okay, thanks for that.
I'm not good at drinking.
So guys, we have about, let's see, about 15 minutes left, so we're gonna try to move over.
Okay, go.
Go, go, go.
Isolate versus bundler.
Next question.
Next question.
Actually, let me address this one. I'll drink in advance because I'm going to say something useful. I think.
Let me
But
take notes.
yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah, we're all taking notes. Go for it.
I may or may not have written most of Isolate. I no longer use it in production. That is all you need to know.
I might have.
But let's talk
Isolate.
about why that is.
Because we run all our interaction stacks on Heroku and they don't support it.
Yeah. I know.
All right, I've got a Twitter question here I'm going to throw in. Let's see. Boxcar asks, speaking of Ruby standard...
It's, dude.
Well, that's the app, isn't it?
It's the app. Ernie Miller.
Ernie Miller.
Right on.
Hero of Boxcar. Speaking of Ruby standard lib stuff people don't use, how about sync and sync M?
Yeah, no one even knows that sync and sync M exists.
Also, don't use sync because it's known buggy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like yet another complicated mutex. Does anyone know about sync? Yeah, this is
That tweet was seriously a humble brag, man. That wasn't actually a real question.
Yeah, that was. Ernie, I'm sorry to say you're down.
We
whiskey
also
point.
can't transmit whiskey over the internet yet.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Yeah, I just
My point
don't.
still stands.
It's one of those things that I don't know. That's a. If anybody could find out the historical reason for sync existing at all, that might be interesting.
Just read the documentation.
No. Why it exists?
I see what you did there.
Next question.
Thank God, all right.
Favorite Ruby interpreter?
MRI.
MRI.
Oh, aren't you still doing this thing? Next question.
Well, okay then. Favorite Ruby interpretive dance?
Also
Everyone whose
MRI.
name is Aaron.
Go.
I don't have music, just dance.
This is called the Ruby dance.
So this is the MRI?
Get out
do an interpretive dance for aliens.
We don't have the wigs for that right now.
Yeah, you're right. There's enough wigs for that.
You have the hats.
Threads and fibers and processes and events and waffle scale.
Oh my.
We have 15 minutes left?
I use fibers,
You
but
can
only
get back to
after
this later if you want.
I've recompiled. So the only time I use fibers is on a custom compiled MRI where I increase the stack size to 8 megabytes.
So in other words,
Drink.
you implemented threads. Is that what you're telling me?
Raise your hand if you think that was funny.
All right, new plan. The way we're going to get through this topic is you're all going to talk in parallel. Go.
Oh, I get
Okay,
it.
so
And
Do we not?
And
I
we
feel like
have
we
three
don't.
different evals. Do you guys use any of them, and what do you use
Yes,
them
all
for?
I use all of them frequently, sometimes in combination.
Yeah, I think I've emailed.
Me as well, but only in threads.
before. Sounds good.
I don't get why there's a class eval.
I don't get why there's a
Sometimes
module
you want to
eval.
eval stuff in a class.
Why don't you use instance eval? This is actually, I'm trolling these guys. We'll see if they pick it up.
Troll right back, buddy.
Because I want someone on this panel.
I only
Other than
use-
me, and other than someone in the audience who maybe knows. It's just these guys.
Doesn't one-
What's the difference between instance eval and class eval on class?
Doesn't
There's a
one
whiskey on the line here.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
They're spelled different.
They are spelled different.
doesn't one inherently create a meta class and one doesn't?
Oh, damn, real answer.
No.
Damn it.
No.
That sounded good though, right?
It does sound good, but that's not. That's
I would believe you.
And then it's the receiver. One's hitting the class instance and one's hitting the ID class.
I'm pretty sure we said no one from the audience.
What I heard was something, 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 something.
Oh,
I get class.
Mr. What About Sync has a comment.
Yeah.
So like, it does the exact opposite of what you would think, right? So instance eval on a class is defining a method on the class itself and a single method on the class. And class eval, if you find a method in there, then you end up with an instance method, just like if you just type def.
But why is that?
Because instance eval is working on the actual instance of the class object. That is like the instance of class.
No. Extremely close.
But if you guys saw how well that guy was hand talking while he said that, you would have thought, wow.
Was that good enough
Actually,
for whiskey though?
That's good enough for whiskey.
All right.
Give that man a whiskey. Okay, so. Oh man. Where are we going?
No, we don't have time for
Let's
this.
just go on.
We will be
knows
extending
right.
this in the hallway track later.
Yeah.
No, why? My favorite eval was not listed up there.
Which one's that?
Module eval.
Module
That's
eval.
the one I only use that.
It's just it's
And you didn't include it.
it's an alias for class eval.
That's why he likes it.
He loves alias. He loves alias.
We've got to move on, ladies.
We need to buy Aaron a wig tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen of the panel,
Yeah. Go ahead.
define method.
Oh, that's the only way I
Cool.
define my methods with spaces and singletary.
The Tamara
use
knows all
that.
about that, don't you?
We can move on now. Okay.
Syntactic triggers for suckers. Use define method.
RBM versus Ruby End and Ruby Build.
I've honestly never heard of Ruby Build. I've only recently heard about it. Our Benv.
You say it the same way I do.
Is that like our bend string?
Yes. And I have to say that there's a lot of stuff about RVM that drives me crazy, and I'm curious if Rubenv
What
or
drives you?
Ruby Build can actually do those things better.
I think at
But-
the very least, Rubenv, when you do some sort of comment, you don't get 3 pages of crap back.
Hey,
You
Wayne
can
is
actually get,
nice
like,
and he likes to write you a message when you install his software. That's fine.
I like that. I've actually really come to enjoy the dialogue I have with Wayne.
It's
Every single time I do anything.
Have you guys noticed that message has your username interpolated
Yes,
into it?
yeah, that's kind of upsetting,
It's,
honestly.
you know, it's
It's
not
a
dear
love
sir
letter.
about it, it's dear John.
Dear Ben.
I don't understand.
I did not notice that because I don't
We
believe
have
it. I'm just gonna
questions.
watch
We have competing galleries.
I read it every time.
Shut up and listen to the question.
Oh my god.
it. Wait, is there a question? Talk.
Do you guys install everything from source on every server ever, or
I sure as hell don't use RVM in production. If that's
Question
what
was,
you're
do you
asking.
guys install
Good lord. No, the reason
No one
the
cares.
reason I have RVM installed is so that I can have whatever Ruby I'm running in production on my machine, on my development workstation. That's the only reason I use RVM.
I fail to see why you need such a complicated solution. Can I have some whiskey, please?
It's may I have some whiskey?
What was that?
Wow. That was a statement.
You're an idiot. Give me whiskey.
You wrote one of the other ones, didn't you? Did you write our Rubenv?
No, I did not.
Okay.
Bill, what'd you write?
I wrote Blueprint, if that's sort of...
Got a whiskey for you.
You can have some whiskey later.
Somebody get that man a pity whiskey. That was cruel.
Yeah, that was. Oh, got another one over here.
Yes.
Uh-oh. I got bad news.
Linking by hand.
Oh, sorry.
Symbolic linking by hand is doesn't make sense.
Symbolic linking by hand.
Yeah.
So like just installing Ruby by source and then putting the symlinks in the right place, that doesn't work?
Huh?
You're saying, oh, you're asking if that doesn't work? It doesn't work for me. I'm way too lazy for that.
I do have a couple projects on multiple Ruby versions.
And then symbolic linking by hand is in that find the tema to
Right, we have language distance and physical distance here. We're going to
Hold
pick
on.
that up in 10 minutes.
Hold on. I want to introduce.
wait.
I want to introduce him, and he should get some whiskey because he.
I have some bad news.
Because he is 14.
I got bad news, everybody.
Whoa. We're fresh out of whiskey.
He actually is 14, and you should give him a round of applause because he is the youngest Ruby committer.
But no whiskey. No whiskey.
But no whiskey.
There's another bottle of whiskey in the house. That only works once.
Wow. Well, let's see.
Let's keep moving real quick here.
What kind of time do we got here?
We have 3 minutes.
Continue quickly.
8 minutes. That's
Lightning round, let's go.
Lightning round. RSpec and all that other crap.
Test your damn code.
Yeah,
Don't test.
Who cares everything?
I like that
If you
pro
don't
thing
test,
where
you
you
don't
just
have
have
to
a directory called
We
key.
did this one last year. Move on.
I love bacon.
UN versus braces.
Braces for single line, do N for anything else.
Word on. Evan versus Mash versus Charles in a fight to the death.
Evan, because he has the reach on his lunge.
Yeah, Evan's too big.
And he's scrappy.
Look at
Hey,
that.
hold on, come here. I want to. Let's.
You want a box?
Oh, no, I want to just check. You stand to.
Hug.
Whoa. Oh, yeah, definitely Evan.
Next.
Next. The editor one.
Pico. No, this one's easy.
Does the color now?
Pico's Nano
do
is
color
GNU
now?
Pico. Yeah.
Give this man a non-existent whiskey for Ed.
Shut the hell up, you
No.
Nano
That's
do
not-
color now?
Pico and Nano are the same editor, just one of them is from GNU and the other one isn't.
Really?
So, yeah, you didn't know this.
No.
No, Nano is GNU Pico.
Do you know
What's
why?
its-
Do you know
what's its
why you didn't
ridiculous,
know that? Because no
recursion
one
algorithm?
uses them.
That's not true. If you use Pine to read your email,
Let's
like
go back to
I
Pine.
do.
Who uses Pine?
Yeah, pine. No, sorry. Mutt.
GNU Pico.
Moving on, next.
Papyrus. This is a stupid question. It's papyrus.
Totally papyrus.
Up top.
Papyrus. Papyrus is the only font I use in the terminal.
Yeah, how many people here use
Oh
papyrus?
man, it's so awesome. RPM looks awesome. The output in papyrus.
Hands up if you use papyrus in your terminal. So here's the thing. I know for sure that Aaron and I are telling the truth. I don't know about the rest of you. Show me later.
And that's all I have for
Does your
the,
terminal? I'm
topics.
going back. Does your terminal look like a love letter from an 18th century pamphlet?
Does yours
I gotta admit, it's pretty horrible.
I'm used to it now, and I laugh when other people want to use my computer.
Do you only play loop music during it too?
It's like when I was
and drink mead and eat a turkey leg.
It's just, that's cool. Hi, my name's Aaron Patterson. You can use my computer if you want, but it's in Dvorak and it's totally in Papyrus.
Yes, exactly. In high school, I was that jerk that used an HT,
Still
and
is.
you're like, can I borrow your calculator? I'm like, do you know how to use RPM?
numbers together.
Oh,
All right, guys,
It's a really awesome way to do
we've
math.
got about 5 minutes, or maybe 6, or maybe 10, or something like that.
I vote for 10.
If you guys have questions, please form a line behind the gentleman working the camera here in the center aisle, and we've got a mic that we will be.
That's Joan and
And
everybody
our
say hi.
butler will be buttling out.
I choose answers versus questions.
Yeah,
Good call.
Be aware that we have no more whiskey
And I'm
for you.
also sorry about the whiskey.
Yeah. All right. This
Just a
guy.
little bit.
Oh, there's a mic going. Cool.
We got this.
This guy is all.
So macOS. Awesome.
Again, a round of applause for this guy.
All right, your question, sir.
Mac OS or an actual computer?
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's actually the same thing.
Yeah, next question.
People don't seem to understand that.
Mac OS isn't a computer.
It's a lifestyle.
That's how I feel the chinks.
Alright. So Ruby lets you override the behavior of backtick. What do you think about overriding the behavior of single and double quote? So all my string literals can make Ben strings.
Oh yeah,
that's a fantastic idea.
Actually,
Yes.
that's what I do with backtick.
Yeah, Ben strings.
Yeah.
Ben string's done.
Because backtick is actually set to self, so you can just redefine it in a class.
Well, I don't know if you read Ruby core or not. Or was it on Ruby core or Ruby Talk the suggestion to make the backslash return a method instance?
That was Ruby Talk.
Oh, that was Ruby Talk. Okay, well, so I was reading that thread and I was really thinking, well, it's time. Apparently, this is now an open forum for airing, frankly, ridiculous requests.
It's always been.
So I hadn't considered that, and I really like that idea. So if it's okay with you, let's talk after so I can give you credit for the idea. But let's pitch that on Ruby Talk.
I think you guys should.
Ilias already did it.
Yeah. Exactly. You need to rope in this guy.
I hate my life.
He's got your back.
Come on, no more questions?
Please don't leave us hanging on questions here.
Yeah. Come on, guys.
You want me to move on to
gals.
Twitter?
Come on, guys and gals.
What are you doing tonight?
We are going to the friggin' amp block party, and all of you are too.
Yes, amp block party.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
What's up, orange shirt?
I like that shirt.
That's a great shirt.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a sweet shirt.
No.
Wow.
Not now.
I have no more beats.
Yeah.
Those are some sexy abs.
That was all actually. So do you prefer end or end?
Oh, and
Sit your ass down now.
end. Okay. So what I think is kind of LOL is. Can I say that? So never mind.
Which version of Ruby always use? Which version of Ruby? Am I right?
Use whatever you want. Yeah.
Trunk.
Fine. Good.
I'm still deploying on 187, so I develop in 187.
187.
It's not up to me.
But 1.8 is not featured.
Yes.
Amen.
It's not up to me.
I live in the past with Ben.
Use whatever you want.
Yeah, whatever implementation supports Ben string, is that right?
They all support Ben string. Ben string is pure Ruby, 100% pure Ruby.
100.
I can fix that.
Please don't.
All right, we're here for your entertainment, so
Do we have
don't ask
anything
any
on Twitter,
questions. We
Cubby?
can entertain you.
We have Twitter questions?
Twitter questions?
We have a few Twitter questions.
questions.
Borak or Colmac?
Oh, Dvorak.
What's the other one?
Colmac? It's like Dvorak, but more hipster.
Yeah, Colmac.
Like we did that.
I use Azerty.
Funny enough, so do I.
What is a Zerti?
It's a French layout. I don't know French, but I like Azerty.
Because that Q, why give the Q that privileged position on the pinky finger? You know what I'm talking about?
That's actually still the pinky finger.
Oh, what?
You don't know much about Azerty.
No, I did not.
All right.
Okay, one last question.
One last question from the Twitterverse here. Spicy Code asks, has anyone really been far even and decided to use even go want to do a little more like?
Oh, so we're talking about threads again.
Yeah.
I have been. Could has decided even.
Could someone
before us
normalize that
go.
question for me? I've had some whiskey.
No idea.
I actually have a semi-serious question.
Oh God.
Yeah. Huge mistakes.
Hook me up, I got this.
Large companies having, I think 3 large companies having a finger in pretty much every implementation out there. Do you think that's good for Ruby, or do you think that might actually stop other implementations from popping up?
So the question is, given that a lot of large companies have some sort of control or influence over the major Ruby implementations, do you think that's good for Ruby, or is it going to inhibit other Rubies from coming up? Is that fair?
Yes.
I certainly don't think that the major Ruby implementations being sponsored by companies is going to prevent other people from creating their own Rubies if they want. In fact, if anything, I think it makes it more likely. And I don't really see a big downside in corporate sponsorship of basically paying developers to make Ruby. I think it's good.
Plus, we like Evan having a job.
I kind of wish they wouldn't pay Evan to do it.
Yeah, and look at it this way. If anybody wants to start their own Ruby implementation in their free time and actually get it working right, be my fucking guest.
I think he's saying it's really easy.
With the extra proviso, if you can do it on your own time without being paid for it.
The best implementation, honestly, I didn't answer this before. David Wade, I don't know if he's in the room. He wrote the best one. It doesn't support anything. It supports all of Ruby. Unfortunately, it supports no I/O, and it's infinitely fast. I suggest you check it out. What's it called, David? Yeah. What? Oh, URB. Right. So go check it out on GitHub. It'll blow your mind.
That sounds really cool.
It's totally cool.
Nice.
It's amazing.
All right.
Amazing. I've just trolled an entire room of people, and they don't even know it.
Dude, you're not supposed to tell them.
That is all we have time for. Give a round of applause for our panelists.